Bahrain circuit ends here, and it's a nighttime race as always. 13 drivers in here, and just bear with me because my game volume's a bit loud. I was watching YouTube yesterday, so that's why the game volume, the other volume was quite loud. So welcome to the stream, everybody, as the cars start preparing out of the garage, and let's see who's out first on track. We're on board with the Red Bull. Don't know who it is, but we'll find out who it is. Is that Miku? Miku's not on the Red Bull. It's the Australian driver, so he's coming out for his out lap. What tyres is he on? So I expect some people to qualify the mediums, some people on the hards, so they're doing some bankers on those hard tyres, ready for the soft medium tyres for the end of qualify, while the guys on the softs I expect them to do quite a few soft running, like this guy here, the Australian the Red Bull, and the Australian driver in the Red Bull. So he'll be going from soft, soft, soft. He'll continuously doing that, while the people on the hards like Aspect, Young Lights, Pure Fantasy, No Future to See, Laggy Racer, and Demon Racing, they'll be doing bankers on the hards, and then they'll go over to the medium tyres. But the preferred strategy around Bahrain is mediums to hards. But some drivers can take the softer tyres, but I've not. The soft tyres usually, when they pit, they get held up in traffic and cost them their race, so they need to be rapid on those soft tyres at the early part of the race. We're into qualifying, so we'll talk about that later. Hello Nova, Finley's joined, nice to see him here. Love the downshift of the Red Bull. He's gone slightly wide off the track, but it's out lap, so it doesn't matter. Hello Vipers. So welcome to the people on the stream. Young Lights on the out lap on the hard, so he'll be going for bankers. We'll be going for bankers, but as the track starts to evolve, some faster lap times will start to count. So it enters the final corner as we about to start his flying lap. So we'll go on board with him. DRS open for this long straight down into turn 1. So you'll be looking for the 100-meter board on the left hand side, brake at that, bring it down into first gear on the corner. He misses the apex slightly, take most of the curve through the second corner, let it drift on the third, take most of that. DRS open for this second long straight, down into turn 4, brake at the 100-meter board. Do not let your car drift slightly out wide to coming through the most complex corners at all time. You don't want to be riding those curves too much, especially on the exit. And he goes out wide, and that's an invalidation for him. Next, his Aspects is on his out lap. We'll go on board with Young Lights. He's got a bit of traffic ahead of him as he enters sector 1. Don't know what lap time. Oh, it's going to be a 28.5. I don't know what preferred lap time, but he has got a McLaren ahead of him, and he pushes the McLaren out of the way. So that could be a penalty, but he was in his way. This is the most tricky part, especially with no ABS users. You tend to lock up in this left-hand downhill corner. Think about the exit. Let's hope Alex will give him a bit of slipstream. As we're coming up to turn 11, taking nice and easy on the throttle. Turn 12, we've got yellow flags through here, and that's the Toro Rosso of whoever that is. Is that Nexus Aspect? That's on his out lap, so how has he done that? Hopefully he's got no front wing damage, I believe. Has he got any front wing damage? I can't really tell from this camera angle. I think he has on the left hand side of the end plate, he has. So we're on board with Young Lights coming through the last corner. Let's see what lap time he provides for us. Not a bad lap time, at 29.4, that's not actually quite bad for Young Lights. Alex, he's coming towards a flying lap. Aspects running through the final corner to start his flying lap. Laggy Race has gone up into second place on the hards to 29.7. Gordy has gone up to third on those softs, 29.8. Expected it to be much quicker than that on the softs. Down into turn 1 for Alex. Take most of the curve through the second corner. Coming up to this short DRS back straight. There's a Haas behind him. I think that's Gordy who's just completed his lap. Down into turn 4. Don't let your car drift wide. Turn 5, 6 and 7. He's gone purple to the first sector already on his lap, but he's on the medium tyres. Yellow's to sector 2, and that's around here somewhere. Put the full mini map on so we can see. Downhill braking, the car ahead of him into turn 9 we go. Think about the exit, most importantly, what's the Alfa Romeo doing? Alex is going to get an invalidated lap time, and he has. Yeah, he went off the track. That's quite... I don't know how to describe that, but down into turn 11 we go. He was tempted by the slipstream, that's what he was tempted by. Into turn 12, Nexus Aspects is on those hard, those soft tyres, and you can see through his steering input, not the downforce he wants because of that front wing damage he had on his outlap. So I think is he getting out of the way? I don't know what he's doing. He's validated his own lap time. We've gone on board with Pure Fantasies who are on the hard tyres. I don't know why he tried to get a slipstream, but he should have knew that was a validation coming, because he was all four wheels off the track and he was gaining time outside the track, which is on course to a validation. A bit of a oversteer through pure fantasy. He's gone purple to the second sector on those hard tyres. He's not a very smart boy, this guy. I think he missed the final corner, pure fantasy. And let's see what lap time he does. It's a 29.3, it's a good lap time from the Romanian driver, who is currently on provisional pole position. Who else is out there? Nexus Aspect, he's backed out of it, has he? Yes, he has. The guys are still in the pitch. Geordie, we'll go aboard with Geordie. He said to me earlier, expect him to be at the back, because I think he is running no assists, if he told me correctly. He's definitely running no ABS. Just reading the comments there. So coming through the final corner. Let's see how it goes for Geordie then, if he knows his braking points or not. Some of them are 100 metre board, especially down in turn 1. So braking at the 100 metre board as we come down into turn 1, bring it down into first gear to the extra rotation of the car, misses the first apex. He should take most of it into the second corner. And he's got DRS is open now for him, so he missed the first corner. Coming down into turn 4, 100 metres again, he locks up and he's gone very wide. So that's his lap time ruined. V8's out there on his flying lap on the medium tyres. Told me he was on the softs, but now it's changed on the Delta. Taking it very cautiously. You think about the exit on the turn of turn 10. It's very difficult to get right, especially with no ABS. You tend to lock up there. I think you take a different line towards the racing line. I don't think you actually take the racing line, if you know what I mean. So Pure Fantasy is still in first place. The Young Lights, and he's on his flying outlap. Who else is out there? Miku Litzy is on his outlap. We'll go on board with the Young Lights. No, we're going on board with Miku Litzy. You think he's closer to the line, but we'll stay on board with V8 because he's about to finish his lap time. Hey Jamie, mate, hope you're doing well. I'm doing good, thanks. So let's see what lap time V8 sets. There's a 30.2 for him down in 5th place in the McLaren. Where's Miku Litzy? There's yellow flags who set to 3, and that's 3 cars getting involved, trying to get some space between each other. I want to go on board with Miku. Where is he? Where's Miku? There he is, coming towards turn 1. He's on the hard. He put it into neutral. So that's compromised his lap time. He missed the first corner. He take most of the second curb on the second corner. 100 metre board down into turn 4. I'm not the only one to put it in neutral. I've done that occasional times. Set to 1, what's it like? He's got purple apparently, 28.6 despite putting it into neutral. Yeah, you don't want to get on that curve there, it washes you away. Down, bring it down into first gear, work your way up to the throttle. Yeah, I've done that loads of times, put it into neutral. I think I've actually done it here at Bahrain. I put it into neutral down in turn 1. And I said to myself, why is the car not moving? I realised I put it into neutral. As you can see, working his way up to the throttle on those hard tyres, and there's a Renault who's gone off down at turn 10. So who's that? Is that the good guy? Yes, it is. He's invalidated his lap time, it says. As we come through the final corner, breaking the 100 metre board. Think about the exit most importantly. Let's see where he puts himself. Will it be the quickest time? I don't think so. It's going to be 29.4, and he's gone into second place. You could say, you could arguably say he could go much faster than that, being in neutral into turn 1. Young Lights is on the medium tyres. His best lap time was on the hards, now he's gone to the medium, so expect him to be quicker, and he is. It's a 28.3 for him, so he's a second quicker than Pure Fancies, who's in the pits. We'll go on board with Gordy. Oh, he completely misses turn 10. It broke too deep into that corner. What about Alex? We'll go on board with him. He's on the soft tyres. What will he do? He goes 5 seconds quicker than his personal best lap time. Remember, he invalidates his last lap time because he tries to get a slipstream. Demon Races is in the way of Alex, so hopefully he gets out of it. Barges him through the last corner. I don't believe Demon Racing is actually there. I think he's somewhere else on track. And he goes quickest with a 1:28.2, a tenth quicker than Young Lights. So Young Lights' lap time was actually quite good because Alex on the softest tyre. If Demon Racing was there, then fair play, fair enough for Alex. But there's that glitch because he's showing he's there, but he might not actually be there. If you know what I mean. It's happened before in the lobby before. So the Australian driver currently in third place. Mickey Ulitzi's coming back to the pits, or is he starting another flying lap? So we'll go on board with Mickey Ulitzi then. Coming down into the first corner. Will he not go to neutral this time? Bring it down to first gear, work your way up through the gears, take most of the curb, oh, slightly back end, but he saves it. Coming down into turn 4, 100 metre braking yet again. Don't drift out wide. And who's just gone up a place? Was it? I don't know, I didn't see it. But the good guy down to 6th place? Yeah, he did. He's got up to 6th place in the Renault. I think he's also using no ABS, so I want to see how he takes it through down to turn 10. Will he lock up? I think people take a different line. Yeah, I think he has, to get a much better exit. I don't think he missed it on purpose. I think that's the actual racing line. I've seen a few drivers do that, but for me, I usually take the tightest line through there. Yellow flag yet again, but that's a car I think is slowing down. Turn 13, he's gone 4 tenths quicker, so much quicker on that lap, and Gordy's got up into 3rd place, so good lap time from him at the 28.8 on the hash car. Mickey Ulitzi's coming around the final corner. 100 metres yet again, bring it down into 3rd to get the extra rotation of the car. Think about the exit. Could this be in the 27s for McHugh? I don't think 28.7, I was a bit optimistic with that lap time. But he's on the hard tyres. So good lap time from him on his second attempt on those hards. The Geordies have gone off for another lap. Let's see if he actually... Oh! The snap of the brake there has cost him. So he's got 4 minutes left. He's got plenty of time to do. So let's see if he adjusts his brake setup. I don't think he can change his brake pressure, but he can definitely change the front brake bias. So I wonder what brake bias is running through those corners. It does vary through different corners, does the brake bias? But I don't know what he's on. So do you think he should brake earlier through that corner, or it looks to me he's carrying too much speed through that corner? Is Gordon? No, he's not on another lap. Pure Fancy's on his out lap. Lucky Racer's out there, so go on board with him on the medium tyres. The corner is held with that ABS. Let's see what Laggy could do across the line. DRS is activated, and let's see where he goes. It's going to be a 28.7. So he's 4 tenths slower than Young Lights, who's currently sat at the garage at the moment. Mickey Ulitzi's coming back to the pit shortly. Pure Fancies then. Let's see if anyone else is about to cross the line. What about No Future to See? I've not been on board with him yet, or he comes back into the pits. Jordy's gone for another attempt. So let's see. So that's 2 attempts on those soft tyres. Don't really doing that, but he takes the first corner nicely though, as he works his way through the gears. Right, tip back out of the throttle. Let's come down into turn 4. Let's see if he actually gets the corner right this time. Based on 100 metre board, which is the most preferred line, and it's much better than the previous attempts he's done. So we'll stay on board with him. 2.5 seconds quicker. That's his personal best lap time. Coming down into turn 8. Doesn't lock up this time. works his way up through the gears. Now, one of the most difficult parts with no ABS, can he get it right? It doesn't lock up at all, so it's quite decent through that corner. I always find it difficult with ABS, I sometimes miss it, or I hit other drivers in the back of it. Down into turn 11. Not too bad from Geordie, so this is a much better lap time, but he is running out of fuel, so I wonder if it will compromise him towards the end of the lap. But he is trying to get a feel for the track. At 106.3, so I don't quite remember what other people have set. They're on different tyres of course, but I don't remember what they set in the middle sector. I want to go on board with Pure Fantasies after this as well. He is on his out lap. Takes most of the curve through the final corner. As he comes across the line, where will he go? It is not pole, sorry, 28.2. We were very close to it. That's not bad on this 2 set of soft tyres, but problem is the soft tyres can degrade quite massively on this track. So he's doing 2 laps on them, plus the formation lap, and plus his in lap as well, and his out lap. So he could be in a bit of trouble. As his teammate goes quickest, it's a 128.1 from his Romanian teammate, and he's gone up into first place. So good lap time from him. Alex is on the soft tyres again. Geordie's retired from the session. Takes most of that curb. So that could be another preferred line through that corner, turn 10. He's got a bit of a DRS, and that's Demon Racing yet again. I actually don't know where Demon Racing is on track. It looks like... well, I don't know if Demon Racing is actually there or not, because it has happened before where it's shown cars on to be that part of the track, but he's not actually there. And it looks like to me Alex didn't know he was there. He just pushed through him, so I hope his lagging issues are sorted out. Hopefully it doesn't compromise the race, because it's done that before. So where will Alex go? A 27.9. Expected to be on pole position because of those soft tyres giving him that advantage. Young Knights is on his out lap. Mickey Ulitzi is on his out lap. Who else is on a flying lap? The Australian driver, is he on a flying lap? Yes, he is. 2 tenths quicker in the first sector. We'll go on board with him. Alex is retired from the session. It takes most of that curb, but fortunately he hasn't crashed, because most drivers tend to crash when they got on that curb. Most leave off the curb at all. We've seen Lewis Hamilton do it. Which layout of Bahrain do you prefer? Do you prefer the 2010 Bahrain layout or the current layout? To me, I don't really prefer the old layout. I like this new layout, but the last time I raced on that old layout was the 2010 cars, and the graphics weren't so good before. They were good, but not decent enough, so I did struggle on that 2010 track of Bahrain. And he goes purple again through the second sector. Bahrain pretends to have a good race. It puts a good show on. It always has done. As he rounds the final corner, and the DRS is open for him. Let's see where he goes. Can he get on pole position? He can't. It's a 28.2 and he's on the soft tyre. So Pure Fantasies is retired from the session. So a bit of glitchy there. Can't switch drivers. But Mick Ulitzi 9 tenths quicker in the second sector. Normal Bahrain is better than the 2010. Yeah, I agree, mate. They were setting 155s in the long Bahrain track, and No Future to See has gone up to 3rd place on the medium tyres. Where will Mick Ulitzi put his car? It is pole position for Mick Ulitzi, 27.6 on the medium tyres. Good effort from the Finnish driver. Who else is out there to stop him? Demon Racing? Well, he's a bit of a lagged car, so I can't really see him. Nexus Aspect down in last place. He did have a bit of front wing damage on both his lap times, but he's on the hard tyres, so where will this put him? Can he get inside the top 10? If he does, he will start on those tyres, and I think he did. So he'll be starting on those hard tyres. He goes up into 9th place Aspect. It was so bumpy there, I agree, mate. Starting last for Finley. So Mick Ulitzi, the Finnish driver, is on pole ahead of the 2 Romanians, Alex and Pure Fantasies. No Future no future to see his head of the good guy. The Australian's in 6th place in the Red Bull ahead of Geordie. Not bad from Geordie. He said he was running no assists. Young Lights is down at 8th place ahead of Nexus Aspect, the only driver on the hards, but the guys outside the top 10 can start on the hards. Laggy Racer rounds off the top 10. And Geordie's in 11th place ahead of Demon Racing. We didn't quite see much of Demon Racing, we did, but he was a lagged car. V8's in 13th and Finley will be in 14th place. Bahrain's a good track for some good action, always has provided some good action. 2014 was one of them, 2016. 2015 was also one of them. 2017 when Bottas tried to fight Vettel. 2018. When the two Lotuses tried to catch up to Vettel. They could have won that race, but I think it was the tyres, the right strategy for Red Bull that made them win the race. Vettel's always been good there. The two Lotus drivers finished 2nd and 3rd, 2012 and 2013. Raikkonen had a Grosjean. Di Resta had a good result as well. He finished 4th place. I think it was both occasions, if I can remember. Rosberg did start a pole position, but he dropped like a stone because Mercedes had tyre problems in 2013. It's a Mercedes 1-2, which I did not notice. As we go for the formation lap, Young Lights has stored on the grid. So the Alfa Romeo is being dropped and hopefully he's there. Is he there? Where is he? It's no future to see. Is he there? He will get disqualified if he doesn't move. And I think he has been disqualified. So unfortunately for him, he will have cold tyres. I don't like Bahrain. The tyre deck is so high that I can't do the weird section in S2. Personally for me, Bahrain's a good track, but when it comes to tyre wear, I usually tend to struggle. I can't manage my tyres like other drivers can. EOS management is a little bit of a problem for me. I can save it, but not all the time. Why am I watching No Futures to See? We should go more with the main drivers. Predictions for this race quite early, I don't know. Probably Mikulitsi will be in the top 3 for sure, but I can't always be sure because you never know what could happen in the Bahrain. Pure Francis looks like he's got some pace on him today. Alex will drop because of those soft tyres, so will Geordie down in 7th place. They will start pitting on lap 5 or 6. Probably stretch it to lap 7, but safety cars could be a factor, so let's see where they would drop in the race. As they all are for the grid then, ready for the lights. No future see, I hope he's there. If not, I don't know if he's AFK for some unknown reason. But anyways. What the hell's happened here? Okay, anyways. We are waiting for the LOR round 3 of Bahrain GP. Who's got the better start? Mikulitsi versus Alex. I think Mikulitsi has been overtaken by his teammate because those soft tyres kicking in. And Alfa Romeo goes down the inside of everyone. He's made contact in the first corner. Both Mercedes go out wide. And I think he maintains the lead. Both Mikulitsi and Alex is spun. Alex, so has the Red Bull as well. Virtual safety car has been deployed. The Alfa Romeo has caused it all. Finley's gone off the track as well. So Demon Racing currently in first place. And what's gone off in the background? That's the Haas and Mercedes doing something. Mick Ulizzi and Alex, because of the Alfa Romeo, both went off the track. The Alfa Romeo went down the inside of everybody to turn 1. I don't know which one it was, but it was a chaotic start. You might start racing leagues again. Hello Harry, not seen you for a long time, mate. Yeah, so virtual safety car has been deployed on lap 1. Demon Racing's lagging issues in first place at the moment. Pure Fantasies is the net lead racer, or should I say the actual lead racer of this race, ahead of the good guys, both on the medium tyres. Geordie's up into 4th, avoiding all the chaos. Young Lights, was he the one, or was his teammate the one causing all the issues? I think No Future to See has lagged out, and Young Lights is in AI mode, and the virtual safety car has disappeared, and the good guys all over the back of Pure Fantasy. So the good guy getting a better launch out of the virtual safety car, but any... Oh, Geordie spawned! No, that's Young Lights! That's Young Lights! He's gone off! It's gone off! There's a bit of lagging going on, and wars on the back of a Mick Ulizzi and Haas as well. Laggy Racer looking to make a move on Nexus Aspect and the Alfa Romeo behind him. Gordy is fighting with V8. It's multiple car battle, but what about the first place? No, the good guy versus Pure Fantasy. Down into turn 1, I can't really see from that camera angle. Oh, what a horrible camera angle. Pure Fantasy's got ahead, or stayed ahead of the good guy. As you can see, Laggy Racer versus Nexus Aspect coming through turn 2 and 3. Both going side by side. I think Nexus Aspect's just got ahead of him. Anything going down the field? Wait, what about Nexus Aspect? The Australian versus V8. Alex versus Finley. Young Lights is side by side with the Williams of Finley, I think. Hopefully he doesn't push him out wide. He backs out of it, knowing that he'll disappear into a wedge. Mick Ulizzi's in the pit, so his race is rather ruined from that first lot of contacts from the Alfa Romeo. I don't remember which one it was. Well, one driver's admitted it, that's Young Lights, and he didn't see the racing line apparently. Laggy Racer looking to make a move. Young Lights is quite young, so expect him to make these silly mistakes early on in his racing career in league racing. A beautiful move around the outside of turn 13. Now Laggy Racer's got slipstream on him, but I want to see Geordie. How has Geordie got up into second place? I mean, first, I didn't really see what happened. What happened to the good guy in Pure Fantasies? The good guys in the pits, so how has Geordie got into first place? Did they make contact? Aspect to the slipstream of Pure Fantasy. Oh, Pure Fantasy defends the inside line. Aspect has the inside line for turn 2. Both make contact slightly. Now he's got DS in the back of Pure Fantasy, but I want to see what happened between the two. I don't know what happened. So Geordie's currently in first place ahead of his teammate, who was defended off the Nexus Aspect. V8's on the back of Laggy Racer. What about Finley behind? He's on the back of Alex. The good guys coming out the pits ahead of Mick Ulizzi. So I'm just wondering how Geordie got into first place. By the way, if you're saying first place, that's because DB Racing has been lagging quite a while. So the 2 racing points in the net lead. The one race war, the Force India of Perez got onto the podium in 2014. Sorry about the black box at the top left of your screen. So Alex, unfortunately for him, suffering on those soft tyres. I don't think he's made a pit stop like his teammate has. No, he hasn't. And Finley, can he make a move down here into turn 13? Both go side by side at the exit. Alex on the outside line, so has much better traction coming out that corner. But I think he has got a bit of wind damage from the Alfa Romeo in turn 1. Anyways, not on that battle. What's happening here? Anything happening? Nexus Aspect down into turn 1. Demon Racing's ahead of them. And Aspect is ahead, but the racing point and the McLaren has spun. The racing point did not leave any room for the McLaren, but Gordy's on the back of the racing point as well, and he's made his move down into, well, not yet, he's on the outside line, and Pure Fantasy's defends his position ahead of Gordy. V8 versus Young Lights. Young Lights causing that first lap incident. Alex versus Finley. And Finley is ahead. The good guy down in 12th, Laggy Racer down in 13th, and Mickey Litzy down in 14th. Geordie spun! Oh dear, that difficult braking zone has caught him out. It is really difficult, but fortunately I don't think he made contact with the Toro Rosso ahead of him. Aspect, who's currently the race leader. Pure Advance is looking to make a move. I was about to say, hopefully he ain't got no front wing damage with the Toro Rosso. That braking zone is rather difficult for no ABS users, so I wonder what happened to him. Did the snatch of a brake on the rear caught him out, as Finley and Alex are still battling. They both go out wide, but fortunately did not crash. So is the soft tyre starting to die out for Geordie? Is he getting caught out by that? Did he misjudge his braking zone? Those brakes are really horrible down there, turn 10. Stuck in a DRS train, all of them. Young Lights is in clear air, but he's got V8 behind him. He's currently in 8th place. Finley's down in 9th ahead of Alex. Feel sorry for Alex and Miku. Both Mercedes dropped by the Alfa Romeo in turn 1. I think he has got a bit of front wing damage, Alex, on the left hand side of his end plate, and he's got a penalty as well. Anyways, battle for first place going on. Meanwhile, Laggy Racer and Miku Litzy go on board with these guys. Nope, nothing's happening, so go on board with these. And Mickey Litzy is now ahead of Laggy Racer. Will Laggy Racer try and fight back? He will have DRS on the second activation zone. Can he get a better exit? I'm running medium traction control, as I can see. And not enough straight for him to overtake Mickey Litzy. Meanwhile, Nexus Aspect is well clear. Nexus Aspect's on the hard tyres. Remember, he started down in 9th place. He avoided all that chaos down at turn 1. The good guy is ahead of Demon Racing, but Demon Racing has lagged out somewhere. As we have the Toro Rosso leading the Grand Prix, which is now called Alpha Tauri. So Aspect currently leading this race ahead of Pure Fantasy. His teammate Geordie has got DRS on the back of his Racing Point teammate. So has Gordy, but Gordy's way too far behind. Can Geordie? No, I don't think it's worth it, especially with no ABS. Don't want to lock up too massively into the corners. I've seen in another league, not going to mention any names, that one driver tried to go for it, but he outbraked himself and locked up massively during his overtake. Oh, he's trying it down into turn 4. Will he get the corner right? Oh, slides off the racetrack. And he's been put back into 4th place, and he's got the Haas behind him. He's told me he's done no practice for this race, so that's why he's possibly struggled with the braking zones. Yeah, we've got a battle going on for Mickey Litzy and Laggy Racer still as Laggy Racer goes off the track. And Gordy versus Geordie. Geordie goes defensive on the inside. It'll be down into turn 11, coming into turn 12. They go back. Not an ideal place to go side by side into turn 12, especially that corner being there. He's going to spin. He backs out the throttle. That curb is lethal down into turn 12. If he overtakes him now, Geordie will get DRS, but Gordy will have DRS as he slides his way out of the track in turn 14. He has difficulty braking. Props to him for using no ABS, no assist though. So he's doing a good job so far, despite making little mistakes. But if he put the practice in, he could have done something. But he's struggling at the moment. Lap 7, so I expect him to pit next lap because those soft tyres will be starting to wear out. Meanwhile, Demon Racing is not leading the race. He is lagging out. Next Aspect is our race leader on the hard tyres. Started down in 9th place as the Australians come into the pits for a brand new set of softs, so that's a 2-stop for him. No battles going on so far, it's all clear at the moment. So one virtual safety car at the start of the race because of this driver here causing an incident down in turn 1. Took out both Mercedes, and I think both of them had front wing damage. One's in last place and the other's down in 10th. And there he is. Not a good race for the Mercedes so far. How many people are in this league? Roughly about 16 people. Should be more. This is a developing league. It is a brand new league. So Pure Fantasy's dropping out to Nexus Aspect. I don't think he's got any front wing damage, but I want to see what happened to Pure Fantasy. Who was he racing? The good guy. The good guy down in 9th place. So I wonder if they both made contact. Because those two were fighting and I saw Geordie up into 1st place. But anyways, Nexus Aspect avoided all the chaos started turn 1. Who started in 9th place is now leading this race. DB Racing is not leading this race. I don't know where he is on track. I don't think he even knows where himself is. So no, yeah, there's room to join, mate. There's room to join, but you've got to have Discord. If you've got it, there's yellow flags down at turn 5. I think it's all cleared now. Meanwhile, Geordie's... Oh, the Red Bull... The Hash has just hit back at the Alfa Romeo. There is room to join. You're free to join. It is on Sunday, 12 PM. Lunchtime. So Geordie should come into the pit soon because his soft tyres are starting to fade away, especially those lockups and mistakes he's been doing. Those tyres will get a punch if he doesn't be careful. He's got Young Lights and Gordy both on the medium tyres. You've got Discord. I'll invite you to the Discord. Well, I'll ask the owner if you could join. If he's smart enough, he won't go for it. He hits the back of him. Should wait for the DRS because if he went for that move, I think Geordie will come to the pits. If he went for that move, Gordy will have DRS and Young Lights wouldn't, but he backed out of it or hit him. As we head down into turn 1. Gordy will stay behind. But this time Young Lights will not have DRS as Gordy will. And the good guys just set the fast lap in the Renault. Where will Geordie rejoin? Little mistakes like those at lap 1 can ruin people's races, especially on the first lap. It must be rather frustrating. Oh no, the Australian's gone. The Australian has retired from this race. What's happened to him? Well, he's pulling over, so I don't think he's actually crashed. He's retired himself out of the Grand Prix for some reason. So there was hope for the Australian, but now he has gone out of this race. No safety car because he's not crashed or lost any front wing. Aspect, like he was last week, just maintaining this race, leading this race, and he's left the session. I'd love to see it on board of Nexus Aspect. What happened out of the first corner? I want to see how he got through the pack. He was my championship rival, and the last championship race was at this track between me versus Nexus Aspect. I won the championship ahead of Nexus Aspect. I remember that race very well because one of his Nexus drivers actually held me up so badly. We were fighting throughout the whole race because he pitted and tried to hold me up. He didn't hold me up, he was just having a good battle. We were battling throughout the whole of the last race because he pitted about lap 20 and he fought me, trying to slow me down and get Nexus Aspect ahead of me, but it was a good battle. It was a tough battle as well. I've had good races at Bahrain. Also won a championship here. No battles going on so far, but Gordy is five tenths behind Young Lights. Demon Racing is not into 1st place if you just join the stream. Hello, Stuart. Don't want to be doing that too often and getting so many warnings for that corner. Yeah, so Young Lights has got more ERS than Gordy. If saving ERS is Young Lights, he will activate it always comes to pits. Who's in the net lead? It is Nexus Aspect, but bearing in mind there was a first lap incident which caused Nexus Aspect to escape free and be in second place. Demon Racing has been lacking the whole time. He's not in first place. God knows where he is on track. If he's in first place, then sorry to him, but in qualifying he looked out of place because people are just shoving off the track. Not really good at saving the ERS, so I don't think he's actually there. V8 on the back of Finley. And Young Lights is 7/10 behind Laggy Racer. So, predictions now. That's why I didn't make any predictions before the race, because I knew something would happen like this. I was going to say Mickey Litzy would be the top 3, but he's down in 7th place because of that first lap incident. I did not expect Nexus Aspect to be leading the race at all in this race. I was expecting Pure Fancy to be up there. He's up there, but he's in the second place. Surprised they're not catching Nexus Aspect, but I think it's medium, or someone's made that mistake through turn 12. It is Young Lights. Has he lost any of his front wing? I can't really see from that camera. He's left the session, so probably rage quit, and he has lost part of his front wing. I think it would be more than one safety car. We've had a virtual safety car, but not a full one. A full safety car would be nice to back up the field again. So can Nexus Aspect get 2 wins in a row due to other people's misfortunes? Mickey Litzy could have easily won in Italy, but he pitted and that cost him. And McLaren has spun, he forces him out of the way. Yeah, I know, the Alpha said he missed his braking point down into turn 1. So Demon Racers, I don't know where he is on track. But V8 is on the back of Finley, and let's see if V8 will try and make an overtake. I think Finley will come into the pits and V8, so both making the pit stops on the same lap. The good guy was up there, but I have no idea what happened to him. Aspect, dirty Aspect. I don't think Demon's actually there. I don't think he's actually in 3rd place. He's been lagging since qualifying. People on their flying lap have been shoving him out of the way. I don't think he's actually there. I have no idea where he is on track, but Geordie, he was stuck on the sauce, but looked like he's gaining his rhythm and settled into it. This is where he made a mistake before, overtaking someone. Hopefully it don't happen again, and it doesn't. Can he make it the switch back? Got a better exit then, Laggy Racer. He made a mistake down in turn 10, did Geordie. Again, the Scotsman trying to overtake the Belgian man. He did spin here, did Geordie. Laggy Racer goes defensive, doesn't want to give up the plate to Geordie. Goes around the outside Has he made it though? He's not made the corner. As Gordy's in the pits. So is Demon Racing. So we'll wait for this straight because he's on fresher tyres, and then Laggy Racer in 7th. The brake starting him through the final corner. I think Laggy Racer comes to the pits. Oh, he's broken the slipstream, my bad. But I said I didn't think he would come to the pits. And they're ahead of Gordy and Demon Racing. I did speak to Demon Racing in the chat, game chat. Laggy Racer, beautiful defending from him, but how long can he keep Geordie behind him? This is a costly Geordie. Because his fights with Pure Fantasy and the good guy. And he's still stuck behind Laggy Racer, trying to find a way to get past. Can he force it into a mistake? Locks up into turn 10, but has he got a better exit? That's the question. Yes, he has. He's on the back of him. Can he make it into turn 11? Down the inside, gotta be careful with his braking. He did make a mistake last time and he oversteers into that corner, but Laggy Race is still ahead. I don't think Geordie has the confidence to go late braking into corners. I think he does have the confidence, but the car doesn't allow it. So I wonder what brake pressure he's running. Demon is ahead of me. Gordy, where's Gordy? So apparently Demon Racing's up into 7th place ahead of Gordy. And Finley's on the back of Gordy as well, but we'll go on board with Geordie. I think he's got this move done. If he can get his braking right to turn 1, breaks the 100-metre board. Has he got his braking right? Yes, he has. What about Finley and Gordy? Wait, if Gordy was talking to the chat, then how is racing with Finley? And Gordy's got DRS as well, but one of us keep an eye on Geordie. As Laggy Racer, they're both fighting side by side into turn 4. This is where Geordie starts to struggle with his braking. What about the cars behind? Gordy's still ahead of Finley. But Geordie will believe he's got ahead of a Laggy Racer. He's a tough, aggressive driver, is Laggy Racer. Experienced it with different leagues. He's a hard guy to get past. Does not give the place up easily, no matter who he's fighting. Fortunately, Geordie's got his braking right this time. And Finley's still on the back of Gordy, but dropping, and I don't think he'll make it overtake down into turn 11. And Mickey Litz's 4 tenths behind Pure Fantasy has caught up to him massively, but bearing in mind he's on those old hard tyres. He did put on lap 3 because of the front wing damage. As Pure Fantasy got, no, he hasn't got DRS in the back of Future. Down the inside into turn 1, can he do it? Yes, he can. Pure Fantasy's got the switch back, I think he can make it work to turn 2 and 3. He hasn't got DRS. And Mickey's easily ahead. Oh, has he? Still fighting. And he's got ahead of him. Laggy Race is still fighting Geordie. Finley can't get past Gordy. Laggy Race is side by side with Geordie, so did he miss his braking point? They were side by side coming into turn 4. So Laggy Racer putting as much pressure as you can on Geordie. If he forces him to an error, we'll lock up easily, and they've both crashed. And he's completely, well, he hasn't lost all of his front wing, but that's happened to me before. That's happened to me before, but is Laggy Racer slowing down for Geordie? Hopefully don't take him out. He's slowing down for him. I want to see if he lets him go. Yes, he does. Slowing down for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, that was the other racing. That was the other racing point getting past him. and he's upside down and the virtual safety car has been deployed. Unlucky to Geordie, but it looked like can't really put the blame on anyone, because that is racing. It's happened to me before with me and Leroy at this exact same track. Good sportsmanship from Laggy to let Geordie go. It's good sportsmanship from him. Fair play to him. Geordie did get angry. I will get angry too, but I know Laggy Racer doesn't. They've been released from the virtual safety car. Mick Ulysses gone wide out of the corner. Must have got caught out by cold tyres. And now, like, Pure Fantasies is behind him. Can he make the overtake down here? Mick U goes defensive. Can he go around the outside into turn 11? No, he can't. If he waits for the straight though, he needs to get a better exit. He needs to focus on better exits now. Does Pure Fantasies to get ahead of Mick Ulysses. Finley's still on the back of Gordy. Mick did get caught in that first lap incident and he's gone into the pits, so he releases Pure Fantasy. So Nexus Aspect is our race leader. Has not stopped yet. I didn't even think about it. He has not stopped. So once the leaderboard has sorted itself out, I need to guess he will come out in Demon Racing's first, which does not help. So there's a 25-second gap behind Nexus Aspect. If he doesn't come out ahead of the good guy, which he should do, he will have those brand new set of soft tyres. Will he go for the softs or mediums? To get ahead of the good guy who's down in third place, coming up towards turn 9 and 10. Definitely get ahead of Pure Fantasies. He's got the gap, so even if Nexus Aspect doesn't get ahead of the good guy, he's still got those fresher tyres to play with. Commiserations for Geordie and Laggy Racer. Laggy Racer is still in this race as the leaderboard does sort itself out, and Aspect will come into the pits this lap, so there's 10 laps to go in this race. Well, if you cross the line now, there's 10 laps to go in this race. 11 shall I say. No battles going on behind, so we'll focus on Aspect. Puts himself on brand new medium tyres, quite smart. I don't think he has the confidence to go towards the end on the soft tyres. A bit close, will it be close? No, it won't be close. Aspect is well clear ahead of the good guy on those brand new set of medium tyres. My drive of the day surely got to go to Nexus Aspect. He was on the hard tyres for qualifying, that's where he started. He kept out of all that turn 1 chaos. And he finds himself leading the race. I need to figure out where he wasn't leading the race where the chaos happened, because the good guy and Pure Fantasy were fighting, but I don't know if those two made contact with each other. Didn't really see because I was on board with someone else as those two were fighting, and Gordy's still ahead of Finley. As they both start saving ERS, flashing on the back of the car for Gordy, indicating he's saving ERS, or he's used it all. Yeah, he's saving the ERS. Finley, who did not take part in qualifying, he joined quite late. He's up into 6th place from last place. Should be a quiet race from now on. Mick Ulysses on a brand new set of mediums, so he'll be catching towards these two rather quickly. Gordy's still saving the ERS, and Finley, massive overspeed and more power than the Haas driver, is ahead into turn 11. The Haas driver saving as much ERS as he can, probably waiting for the straight. Oh, he gets on the curb, he's going to spin, he's spun. Oh no, can he keep it out of the barrier? He's hit the wall. Oh, common mistake. It's happened to quite a lot of drivers. Thankfully Ghosting's on, and he stopped in the middle of the track. Yeah, I think he didn't want to move to catch out V8, who's got off wide, so he must have caught off guard from Gordy as DNF'd as well. And I noticed that, that's why he was stationary. Probably the worst part of the track to do it. That is a common mistake though. He's not the only one to make mistakes like that. So Finley is now released and he's in clear air and all by his own, but can he keep Mikulicic behind him on those brand new set of medium tyres? He's got the pace, but can he catch up? The question is, can he overtake him as well? So Finley needs to start working on saving his EOS ready for the battle, if there is going to be one between Mikulicic and himself. And Pure Fantasy's got 10 lap fresher tyres than the good guy. Will the good guy pit? He probably, I don't know if he can take those hards to the end. And there's yellows down in sector 2 as well. Who is that? Mikulici's left the session. Oh, lagging out issues. The virtual safety car has been deployed for some unknown reason. This will be a cheap pit stop for the good guy, if he decides to pit or not. I think he should pit. Change those old hard tyres. Is he going to pit? Yes, he is. So wise decision from good guy. As Pure Fantasies will stay out, he doesn't have no need to pit. He's on a brand new set of soft tyres though, is the good guy, so Pure Fantasies could be in trouble as the safety car has now disappeared. But what gap has he got over the Pure good guy? 13-second gap, so I do apologise to the racers trying to pass people that are tired. I understand, mate, you're frustrated, it's no problem whatsoever. One driver did get caught out by your car. Thankfully he didn't crash. Yeah, it's no problem. Common mistake for quite a lot of drivers, done it myself. Mikulicic is in the pits and he's changed his front wing, so did he actually... I think he crashed, I don't think he's lagged out, I think he crashed and probably raged after that. So that's why the safety car came out then. Laggy Racer will take his place. So next is Aspect, getting into no trouble whatsoever. Is now in first place. Thinking the race has settled now, all its drama has disappeared. Any more drama? Don't know. But horrible race for both Mercedes, as Young Lights tries to go for a move. Well, he did go for a move actually, he misjudged his braking zone. So my drive of the day will definitely go to the next Aspect. Not put a foot wrong in this race, just like Italy, nice and calm and relaxed, probably patient towards the end. He didn't expect him to win in Italy because Mikulicic decided to pit. So if he wins, this will be his second race win in a row for next Aspect. That's Demon racing ahead of him. Like most drivers, barge him out of the way. I don't think he's actually there. No battles are going on so far. 7 laps till the race ends. It is going to be a quiet race, unfortunately. No battles going on. Next Aspect. No, there's the type of driver to keep calm in every situation. Not put a front wrong at all. Every single league race I've been in with him, he's not made a single mistake I've seen. A good driver. His pace has developed ever since I last raced with him. Not raced with him for a long time. That's back when I was fighting with the championship with him. And he sets the fastest lap as well. So can he get the race win and the fastest lap? He did qualify on the hard tyres, as the good guy that sets the fastest lap. He did qualify on the hard tyres, and he put himself into 9th place. He did make a mistake on his flying lap. His outlap in fact. He crashed on his outlap through turn 12. He lost part of his front wing and he attempted to go for a lap, but it didn't quite work out because the lack of downforce he had coming to the corners. Then his last flying lap was on the hard, which has really paid out for him as well. from lap 1 onwards, not put a single mistake happen from him. He kept out of all the drama into lap 1. I'd love to re-watch the race to see what happened between Pure Fantasy and the good guy, because Jordy did get ahead. He did lead the race. For me, I have no idea where Demon Racing is. Apparently he's in third, but I don't think he's actually there. What's happened? Virtual safety car. Need to pay attention. Who's caused the virtual safety car? I apologise for not paying attention. I didn't expect anything to happen. So what's happened? Finley's in the pits. I don't think he caused it. I think he's using this opportunity to go into the pits. Oh, he has caused it. He's lost his front wing. I deserve this penalty as well. So apologies for not catching it. I didn't think anything would happen. When I looked back on the stream, I saw Nexus Aspect going very slowly. I was like, what's happened? But I realised it was a virtual safety car. So apologies for not paying attention. Not usually like it, but nothing was happening. Finley comes back out of the pits into 6th place. Hasn't lost too much, has Finley. He did lose position to VA and possibly Demon Racing, because apparently he was ahead of someone. He's not into 4th. He probably is in 4th place. I don't know where he is. So Finley's on a brand new set of softs, and his best hope is to set the fastest lap to gain more points, or anyone ahead of him can make mistakes. So the virtual safety car has disappeared and we're raced again. Aspect's got DRS from the Mercedes, the ghosted Mercedes. Who's got the fastest lap? The good guys. It could change in a few moments time. Looks like Pure Fantasy's going for the fastest lap. Has saved all of his ERS, but he's on 12 lap old tyres, so I don't expect him to go for it. Well, do the fastest lap interval. Let's talk about pre-season testing while this is happening so far. Jamie, if you need me, inbox me on PS4, change my PSN. Right, cheers mate. Talk about pre-season testing now while nothing's going on. So, as you can see, the pink Mercedes, as they call it, they're not copied Mercedes. They've done their own stuff, as they said, started from scratch. They started a brand new project and put all the pieces together, and it's worked out so far, but it is pre-season testing, so we can't really judge. Apparently some people say Mercedes will be absolutely dominant this year, but Ferrari have not shown their true pace yet. Apparently Sebastian Vettel said the car is much better in terms of downforce. Ferrari not showing their true pace whatsoever in pre-season testing like they usually do. They were the 4-time world champions in pre-season testing. Who else doesn't look so bad? So Williams looks better than much last year. Apparently they were much quicker than their qualifying time in 2019 already. They were about a second quicker, and they weren't even on the fastest tyre. So I hope Williams is much better. They deserve a better car, but hopefully they will not finish in last. Hopefully they can fight for the midfield, not in last place. George Russell will have a much more better teammate. No offence to Kubica, but he wasn't really much of a threat to Russell. But Nicholas Latifi came fresh from F2. They were fighting in F2 before. Russell versus Latifi. Could be a good fight. It is Latifi's first season and Russell's second. So Russell's got more of a fight with Latifi as well. So let's see how that goes in the 2019 season. 2020 shall I say. Ocon versus Ricciardo. I think Ricciardo will have a little bit of edge on Ocon. Ocon is a good driver. He really is a talented driver. He is hated for some reason because of Hulkenberg. Now Hulkenberg's had his chance. He's been in F1 for like 9 or 10 seasons since 2010. He did miss a year in 2011 but came back. Been here since 2012 to 2019. He's had his chance. He's had his teammate as Checo Perez in the Force India 2014 to 20. Oh, I can't remember now. Was it 2016? Yeah, it was 2014 to 2016 before he went to Renault. Did have his chance, but Checo Perez was the driver who was getting the podiums for Force India. Hulkenberg, don't get me wrong, is a talented, good driver, but he's had his shot. Ocon was always destined to be in Renault. There was talks in 2016 that he was with the Renault Academy, but he went to Manor for the second half of the season, replacing Rio Haryanto. By the way, if you've seen the leaderboard change, that's because DB Racing is not with anybody. DB Racing has been lagging out, so if you're telling me why you're not expecting the guys battling, they're not battling, it's DB Racing lagging out. He's 8 tenths behind V8. In fact, is he actually there? I don't think he's actually there. V8's in 4th. He didn't expect that at all. He said he's going to be at the back of the field, but he's not. He's in 4th. So Ocon was always destined to be in Renault. He was in the Manor for the second half of the season, replacing Rio Haryanto. He did a good job in Brazil in the wets. He was ahead of Pascal Wehrlein for the majority of the race. Then he went to Force India in 2017, teammates with Checo Perez. They didn't have a good relationship, Perez and Ocon. I hope they're better. I think they're better now. Ocon did make that silly mistake in 2018 Brazil. He will always be remembered for that, and people will always talk about that because people won't let go of the past, and they will always talk about his incidents. I admit it was his little mistake, but at the same time, could be for stuff. I'm not going to get into that before any arguments flare. Missed his season in 2019, but now he's back into 2020, which is good news for him, and hopefully he'll perform. He's a really good driver. He sacrificed a lot in his life to get into F1. Friends with Antoine Hubert, Pierre Gasly, Charles Leclerc. Who else could we talk about? Pierre Gasly and Danny Fiat. I don't think Pierre Gasly, I think he's much more comfortable in the AlphaTauri. If Alex Albon improves this season, he'll be okay. But Albon did definitely get up to the piece more, did better than Gasly in Red Bull. He picked up the pace right away ever since Belgium, put in a solid performance, went into 5th place, and Aspect is on the final lap, so we'll go on board with him as nothing's happening. No battles are happening. Good guys, 1.8 seconds behind. He's caught up massively to Pure Fantasy. But it's just the last lap and I don't think he'll do it. He'll get very close, but we'll go on board with the next is Aspect. A solid performance yet again from Nexus. Not put a foot wrong in this race. I'm pretty sure Iceman will be very happy with it. If it wasn't for that first lap incident, it'd probably be 4th or 3rd, but anything can happen. Want to see if those two are close. They're close to each other, but I don't think they'll do it. Aspect's already celebrated early. He knows he's got this win. Stunning performance from him. I don't think he even picked up one penalty. And he will come across the line, and that's 2 in a row for next Aspect. He wins in Bahrain. But what about the good guy all over the back of Pure Fancies? If he had one more lap, he'll do it, but he won't do it. And the good Pure Fantasy will finish in second, ahead of the good guy in third. Let's talk about V8. V8's done a good job. He said he wouldn't do well, but he's near the podium in 4th place. He was doubting himself earlier on, before this race. As he will come across the line. Mickey Ulitzi's finished his race, and No Future to See has finished his race. Meanwhile, V8 will come across the line to finish in 4th place. He's got a 5-second penalty, but will it affect him to Finley? Yes, it will. He finishes 6th, but what about Demon Racing? Was he actually in 4th place? Laggy Racer, who had that contact with Geordie but recovered more to finish in 7th. And that is it for the Bahrain GP. Nexus Aspect has won yet again. A stunning performance from the Irish driver. There he is, Aspect. Another yet again deserved win. I think he by now should be in the championship. It is the 3rd round, early stages of the race. So congratulations to Nexus Aspect on his 2nd race win in a row. And Pure Fancy is the Romanian driver in 2nd place, ahead of the good guy in 3rd. He had 3-second time penalty, so if he did make the overtake, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Demon Racing into 4th place. Was he actually in 4th place though, despite his lagging issues? Finley in 5th, ahead of V8. As the Laggy Racer in 7th, ahead of Mickey Ulitzi who left. So Young Lights in 9th, and the guys down there who retired. The Australian driver was the first one to retire from this race. And that is it. We are done for Bahrain. I know the second half of the race was quite boring, but it's the way it goes sometimes. Not every race can put on a show. It did put on a show early part of the race, but now this race is over. I'll see you next time, next Sunday at 12 PM yet again for round 4. Can Nexus Aspect continue with his winning streak, or will someone take over next time out? But anyways, thank you very much for watching, people in the stream. We'll see you all later. The owner is V8 Field. If you want to message him on PS4, if you want to join this league, he is the owner. We've got a Discord server running as well. But anyways, thank you so much for joining in. Hope to see you next time out, next Sunday at 12 PM. See you all later.